Okay, so at this point, the Trojans have taken the horse inside the walls and they've been having a big party because everybody's super excited that the Greeks have gone home. Tempus erat quo prima quies mortalibus aegris incipit. It was the time at which, that's an ablative of time, quo tempore. It was the time at which the first quiet begins for tired mortals. Et dona divum gratissima serpit, and gratissima agrees with Chris dropping the old microphone. That'll happen sometimes. And the quiet, most heavy, creeps in. Not heavy, gratissima, most welcome. A quiet, most welcome to the gift of the gods. This is again this thingy. Most welcome to the gift of the gods. I guess the gift of the gods is the horse, and in the quiet is welcome to the horse because they're waiting. The people inside are waiting for everybody to go to sleep. That seems to be what our book suggests as well, although I think there's some problems with that. Insomnis ec ant oculos maestissimus Hector visus adesse mihi. In sleeps, in the middle of our sleep, behold, before my eyes, a most grieved, a most sad Hector appeared. Pretend that this is this. Appeared to be present to me. So before my eyes, a most grievous Hector appeared to be present to me and appeared to pour forth fulsome tears. Whoopsies. Fulsome, plenty of tears. As the time when he was snatched away by the two-horsed chariot. Remember that time? It was in the Iliad. Achilles killed Hector. Boo. And then poked some holes in his feet, ouch, and put leather straps through them and attached them to his chariot and dragged him around Troy several times a day because he was very sad that his friend Patroclus was killed by Hector. Okay, so Hector seemed to be present to me and to pour forth fulsome tears as the time when he was, so again, do make this like this, as the time when he was dragged by the two-horse chariot. Hector agrees with Hector again there, so Ater is the adjective, and black, so the que rather, is joining Hector and Raptatus, I guess. Yeah, so maybe this is just an adjective. Whatever. So, and black with bloody dust. And Trajectus, also agreeing with Hector, pierced through his swollen feet with respect to leather straps. A lorum is a leather strap. When Vergil starts talking about Iliad stuff that happened in the Iliad, he gets especially Homeric. So that's why you start seeing a lot of these accusatives of respect with perfect passive participles. Okay, one more time. In sleeps, when we were all asleep, behold, before my eyes, a most grievous Hector was seen or seemed to be present to me and to pour forth plenty of tears, just like when he was taken by the two-horse chariot, and black with bloody dust, and pierced through his swollen feet with, I want to say with, but with respect to leather thongs. Mihi, qualis erat quantum mutatus abilo Hectore. This is not some form of it or something. It's just a noise word that's like, I'm sad. This is a sad noise word. Woe is me. Basically what he means here. Woe is me. What sort of a man he was. How great, how much changed from that Hector who Reddit exuias indutus Achille, who returned clothed in the spoils of Achilles. What's he talking about here? In the Iliad, in book 16, Hector kills Patroclus, thinking it was Achilles, because Patroclus has this cool idea that if Achilles isn't going to fight anymore, he could at least wear Achilles' armor and make everybody think he was Achilles, and scare all the Trojans away, and kill a lot of them in the rout. And it kind of works until Hector decides he's going to go kill Achilles, but it turns out it's not Achilles, it's just Patroclus wearing Achilles' armor. So after he kills Patroclus, he kind of takes the armor off of Patroclus, which was Achilles' armor. So Vergil has Aeneas lament. This was one of Hector's highlights, right? One of his greatest moments was the time when he killed Patroclus and donned the armor of Achilles. So one more time, this goes, oh, woe is me, what sort of a man he was. That is, what's he like as he's seeing him now, because he's got all, he is a ghost, or he's like in a dream. He's a dream ghost, okay, who looks like the moment when he was dead, like at his worst, when he was being dragged around Troy by Achilles all the time. Alas, what sort of a man he was as I was looking at him. So how much changed from that Hector, the famous Hector, who returned clothed in the spoils of Achilles, or another highlight of Hector's career, having thrown Phrygian fires, so Trojan torches, on the ships of the Greeks. This is another highlight for the Trojans in the war when they fought outside of Troy and had the Greeks backed up all the way to their ships, so far back that they were able to light some of the ships on fire, which is exactly what they wanted to do, because then they can't get away and they can't supply themselves anymore and you can kill them. Hooray. Squalentem barbet concreto sanguine crinis vulnera quilla gerens, quae circum plurima muros accipit patrios. You have to go all the way to Geranes to make sense of these accusatives here. Wearing a squalid, a filthy beard and hair caked with blood, and those wounds which he received, many. So plurima agrees with quae, and the antecedent is vulnera. So he could have said bearing those many wounds which he received, but instead he has plurima over here. So it's a little harder to do in English. Those wounds which many, the many wounds which is easier to do in English. You do make your own choice there. Which he received about the walls of his fatherly walls. Those are the walls of Troy. Ultro flanes ipse videbar compellare viret maestas ex promere voces. Further crying I myself seemed. So this is a little hard. Flains is modifying the subject, which is ipse, which is I, because that's a first person verb. So this is Aeneas talking about himself. I myself seemed. I myself crying further. So crying in addition to Hector crying, maybe? Okay. So further crying I myself seemed to address the man. Seemed to address the man? Like, why isn't he just addressing the man? Because he's in a dream. So it's as if he's addressing this person. So he's like a dream and a ghost at the same time. I seemed to address the man and to express sad words. We'll find out what the words are in a second.